This new Blink-182 album. It's bad. It's really bad. So boom, whoosh, you know, kapow. I've never done any types of these reviews, you know, these not goods, these it's bad, just, you know, generalizing it. But it's albums like this Blink-182 album here as to why I understand why people like Fantano or Sean C make these kinds of reviews. Let me start off by saying I've never been a big fan of Blink-182. I can name about 2 of their songs if I'm lucky, but I can basically say any edgy phrase and it'll likely be a Blink-182 song. The 2 songs probably I know are Damn It and I Miss You. And I only know I Miss You because Halsey did a cover of I Miss You while she was in the mall.
I'm so sorry, I cannot sleep, cannot dream tonight. I need somebody in a way.
Yeah, so that cover was really bad. It was this cover by Halsey that actually made me curious to check out some more Blink-182, so I listened to the original song, and believe it or not, because I want to see the comparison, Halsey kind of nailed it. Yes, right, because the song is horrible. The song is really bad. So Twink-182 was simply not a band that I would ever be caught dead listening to on my free time. However, I do understand the appeal. It's edgy, a sad boy, you know, getting your feelings out kind of music, rebelling against whoever, your parents, blah 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 blah. So I understand the vibe. I understand what, you know, why people would be appealed to something like that, even if it isn't something that I personally would go to. And at one point I would even say it was considered cool.
Not anymore!
I would not have checked this album out if it wasn't for actually, it was one comment in specific spamming new Blink-182, new Blink-182, and then I went and I went on the album of the year like I always do, see what other people are saying, and sweet mother of God, yep, yeah, okay, yeah. Also, I wanted to cover this because I haven't made a video in a while, and let's be real here, Blink-182, easy targets, people talking about their feelings. Me bashing people in for talking about their feelings, you know, they just go together so perfectly. Imagine this. Imagine being 30 and making music that sounds like it was written by a teenager in the 2000s. That's this album. And this whole false sense of wanting to be a child or whatever, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of AJR. But at least AJR, you know, they approached it in some sort of creative way, even if the music itself is complete elephant sh. I don't really care to talk about the individual tracks of this album, so I'm not even going to try diving into that. Instead, I'm going to just tell you what my feelings are. I felt uncomfortable. I had this knot in my stomach, and it was like my head was just yelling, turn this shit off. This is probably because the lyrics are blatantly manipulative and extraordinarily stale, and the sound of this album is like chewing on a pound of bubblegum. It sounds so synthetic. It sounds so cheap. I mean, even just with the very first song here, it has the most embarrassing low-budget MIDI drum section, the cheapest chorus effect starting off the track. Now here is why the album is really insulting to me, okay? Remember me talking about how Blink-182 was like this rebellious music, you know, you go against your parents, you listen to some Blink-182. This album is so safe. It has no balls. At least I can say that I Miss You by Blink-182 had some fucking... Okay, it had no balls. It was some pussy shit. But at least it, you know... It has something interesting. Even if it wasn't good, it was, like, engaging. And I could understand the appeal. But this is so safe and ballless. It is like biting into a saltine that is covered in pixie stick dust. It really is not, it's not a pleasant listen. No, it's 15 songs. I could barely make it through the first leg of this thing without throwing up. So, yeah, everything blends together like mush. It's lifeless, it's pointless, and it's bad. I would not recommend this. Instead, I'd recommend new Charlie XCX album, which I will get a review out on very soon because that's, you know, it's a good album. So definitely check that out if you're looking for new releases. Wow. No. Anyways, my name is Bradley. I have a bad taste in music. Thanks for putting up with my complaining. Peace out.